Hi guys, welcome to Medmania. So let's go into the topic, the drugs for acne vulgaris. So basically, the drugs for acne vulgaris can be of two types. It can be of topical and systemic. In topical, it can be of antimicrobials, and the first drug is benzoyl peroxide. Before going to the drug, you can see what is acne vulgaris. Acne vulgaris is the most common skin disease, and it is due to the androgenic stimulation. Because of that, the sebaceous glands secrete more sebum, which is colonized by bacteria. So the acne can be of white hair, black hair with open comedo, and the papule with white blood cells attacking an infection, and like a pustule, like pus. Okay, so going into the drug, the benzoyl peroxide, it is the most effective drug and it is widely used. Its mechanism of action is it liberates oxygen and then it kills bacteria, mostly the anaerobic and the micro aerophilic bacteria. It is highly efficacy against the P. acne. We should avoid contact with eyes, lips, mucous membranes, denuded skin. Okay, otherwise it can cause some adverse effects. So let's go into the actions of benzoyl peroxide. So it has keratolytic and comedolytic property. These comedones are nothing but they cause inflammation and pustulation. Okay, they are like chemical substances, and the adverse effects are excessive dryness of skin, marked scaling, and erythema is also present, and often occurs edema, and there will be contact sensitization. So it's better to start with the once daily administration, like 15 minutes a day. Okay, the next group of drugs are the retinoids. So the first drug is tretinoin. These are a potent comedolytic, and the mechanism of actions are it prevents lysis of keratinocytes. Okay, and it prevents horny cells from binding to each other, so that it acts as a potent comedolytic. And the uses are it prevent photo aging of a skin, and it prevents dry scaly surface, mottling, wrinkles, and rough surface. So the adverse effects are the feeling of warmth, stinging sensation, excessive redness, and in some cases edema is also present, and some crusting like appearance. And what we should note here is it should not be combined with benzoyl peroxide. Okay, because benzoyl peroxide accelerates its degradation. The next drug is adapalene. These are the newer synthetic tretinoin like drug. Okay, and the actions are anti-inflammatory actions, and what we should note here is it can be combined with benzoyl peroxide. So tretinoin should not be combined, but adapalene can be combined. The next group of drug is azelaic acid. It inhibits the P. acnes and have mild comedolytic properties. And the pigmentation of melasmic patches also decreases, but it has delayed response. So the next group is systemic, which is indicated in severe cases with cyst and pustule. Okay, and it is of two types. Can be antibiotics and retinoid. The antibiotics we can see like doxycycline, minocycline, erythromycin like antibiotics can be used in acne vulgaris. And in retinoid, the isoretinoid is used, which is a orally administered drug, and it has TF of 18 hours. And the action is it reduces the production of sebum, plus it also corrects the abnormal keratinization. So the adverse effects of isoretinoid is cheilitis, dryness of eyes, nose, mouth, pruritus, epistaxis, and it has a highly teratogenic effect, so it can cause like birth defects in fetus. And the uses are prevention and treatment of skin cancers, oral leukoplakia, and actinic keratinosis. So note here, this question is important 5 marks. So throughout the chapter, the drugs for skin and mucous membrane, this question is very important, guys. So don't forget to read this. And yeah, this is the conclusion. And see you guys in the next video with a new topic. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe our channel. Until then, tata, bye bye. See you.